Morning, kids.
Good morning.
Miss anything in Bob's class on Thursday?
Yeah, he posted some things on Blackboard that you might want to study and keep up with, just because he's going to give us a quiz probably on some of those questions.
Oh, so there's going to be a quiz tomorrow?
I think so, either tomorrow or Thursday. So just go over those questions and kind of review them.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if he actually covered anything on Arduino or not, because I texted him, and in his usual fashion, he didn't respond. So,
That's no surprise.
nope.
He doesn't respond. I just comment. I already know who you're talking about. That's crazy.
No surprises there.
I didn't even hear a name. You said he doesn't respond. I know who that was.
Story of our lives.
Yeah.
Why is my headset not working?
We didn't have a quiz for Steve this weekend, did we? Or today, I mean.
No, it's
I
tomorrow.
don't think so.
Because the quizzes just disappeared. For me,
The
at
quiz,
least.
the quiz should be tomorrow. The
Okay,
one for
disappeared on
chapter
this
2.
page. Yeah, I don't know. It says quizzes is an option to click on, but when you do, there's nothing.
I don't know. I remember he said the quiz was going to be on Tuesday.
Okay.
See what I can see. I mean, there should still be the chapter 1 quiz in that folder.
I didn't see anything when I was looking. Let's see again. Maybe it's just my computer.
Stupid computer.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's no content to display.
Yeah. Weird.
Yeah. Oh, dang.
Another note, that quiz, the code homework is getting really challenging.
Oh, really?
Hell yeah. I'm like,
I haven't started.
the first 3 were pretty easy. But then like the last 2, you got to kind of use the charts to figure out the answer. But there's like so many charts. I don't know. I've been doing pretty good at it, but it's been taking me a really long time to try to figure out these charts.
Yeah, I need to get started on that on Wednesday. I don't want to fall behind in that shit.
Yeah, I've done like 5 of them already.
Nice.
Yeah, you'll need to do at least, what did I count? 13. So you'll need to do at least 2 a week for an 8-week class, something like that.
Okay.
No, I did 6 of them already.
Jeez.
But they take quite like the first 3 I got through pretty fast.
Yeah.
But the last 3 kind of took me a little bit.
Okay. I just don't end up having to do it the week of finals, and that's all I'm focused on.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't suggest that because if the trend continues, they're probably not getting any easier.
Yeah.
At least for me, anyway.
I'll start on Wednesday. I gotta get ready for Bob's final after this class, or Bob's quiz after this class today.
When is this quiz?
I have a feeling he'll do it Thursday.
Oh, he'll do it Thursday. Okay.
I just have a feeling.
He's not prepared enough to do it Tuesday. Let's put it that way.
I don't think he is.
There's nothing cringier in that class than watching him try and explain stuff, and it's just like, okay, all right.
It's because he gets lost doing what he's doing, and he doesn't know how to get himself back on track. So he spends like an hour trying to figure out what it is he's actually trying to do.
Yeah, because he's not prepared.
Yeah.
Like I've done that in teaching situations where I showed up without a plan and I got lost, and it's like, I see it, I know it, I've been there.
But I mean, that's cool for people that kind of understand. But if you're kind of not understanding this stuff, then it kind of gets you.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, how am I supposed to learn when you're lost?
It derails the brain train.
Yeah. So, and then he doesn't give homework to try to reinforce. I'm glad he gave these questions though. That helps out a lot. So that's going to be good. But I wish he gave homework a little bit so I could actually know what it is he's trying to teach. That would help.
Yeah.
but he doesn't.
Stop talking
so-
shit. Zach's here.
Oh, he knows. I've talked to Zach about this quite a few times, so this isn't nothing new for him.
Talking
It's all
shit about
recorded.
me? Are you talking shit about me?
Hell yeah. No, it's Bob. It's Bloom Pot. So, no, this ain't no for me anyway. This isn't nothing new for him or Steve because I complain about Bob a lot. So it's just really rough being in his class.
Everybody have a good weekend?
Yeah.
Yes.
Everybody get arrested?
Nope, not this weekend.
Sorry, not yet.
Nope.
You're not a kettle. Stop letting the steam out.
All right. Well, I guess we should do a little bit of review of the conduit bending PowerPoint, and let's see how I want to take how I want to make. How I want to do the quiz. How do you guys want to do the quiz?
What's the choices? It's hands-on.
Well, no, it's not hands-on. It's a written quiz.
Okay.
The choices would be everybody comes in Wednesday and takes it here,
What quiz?
or I can make it like a timed quiz that you take from home.
That's fine.
But I want everybody to take it at the same time.
What quiz are we talking about? The conduit bending quizzes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are we doing quizzes over that code homework?
No, there's no quiz over that, and that stuff's not on the final. It's just homework.
Okay. Because some of that stuff's tricky for me.
Yeah. You just got to be able to read it and understand it.
Well, those charts are a little. I mean, I'm doing good on the homework. I'm not doing bad. It's just trying to decipher what the hell it's saying is a little tough for me. But I'm doing pretty good on it for the most part.
And if you ever have to deal with code enforcement, you'll find out that one person's interpretation of that is a little bit different from the next, but usually the main points are all the same. You may have to tweak stuff occasionally for people.
Okay. That last one I did was pretty tough. What was the last one? I think it was 310. 310 was the last one I did. That one was pretty tough. I only missed 2. It was only 8 questions though, but that one was probably the hardest one I've done so far. was 310.
Are those timed? I haven't even gotten into them yet.
No, they're not timed.
Okay.
All right. Let's just go ahead and review for this quiz, and then we'll decide together as a group how we want to do this. Because we can also just take it today, and then the people that aren't here are going to have to make it up. So I guess it's on them, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
See what you guys want to do.
I mean, I'm kind of decent with that too. It doesn't hurt me.
All right. What are we doing? Oh,
We're supposed to be reviewing.
okie dokie. All right. I got a pipe run. And I'm going from here to here. And this pipe is doing all sorts of stuff. But pay no attention to that line. Let's say there's, in this pipe run, there's two 90s. Three 45-degree offsets. Is this pipe run code compliant?
No,
Why?
because you can only have a 180-degree bend. don't know if
180
I said-
degrees is recommended, but not code.
I thought it was
360.
code. Oh yeah, 360. 360.
At
That's right.
360.
Under 360,
So how many degrees is this?
315.
315.
Yeah.
So you've got 2 times 90 plus 3 times 45.
I think so. Yeah.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not. I just did the math and I'm tired and I wish you'd get off my back, to be honest.
Well, if you're going to blurt out incorrect answers like that, then I'm going to give you shit, Nick.
Is it 315?
No, it's not. You got 2 90s. You've got 3 45-degree offsets, which look like this. Right?
So it's 135 and 180, right?
No, it's not. This is 90. This is 90. This is 45. 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 And this is 45.
I thought they were 45.
You got 2 times 90 plus
6 times
6
45.
times 45.
Okay.
So 180 and 270, right?
Yeah.
So you carry the 2. 450. So the answer is no. Or whoa.
I would have got that right, but it would have been the wrong reason.
You just need to make one of the elbows a pull elbow, right? Somewhere in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Okay. What if I told you, though, this is not half-inch EMT, it's 2-inch rigid? Is that okay?
No.
No. Doesn't matter what kind of pipe it is. It's just the amount of degrees in the bends. 360 is the magic number.
Okay.
What when you're making a back-to-back 90, you make 2 90-degree bends, right? The first one, what mark on the bender?
The
Arrow.
yeah,
The arrow, just a regular stud 90, and then what's the second one?
the star.
That's the
Star.
star. Back to bend.
It's a top. Isn't it? Back.
Okay, 3-point saddle. You got 3 marks on your pipe. The middle bend, what mark on your bender are you using?
Teardrop.
The notch.
The teardrop marks the rim notch. Yep. The rim notch is what you're looking for.
So that's for the first mark.
Center.
Yep. The center mark. Just a second. What is this thing?
That was a spring bolt, I think.
Spring nut.
Spring nut.
Yep. Where on the bender, you remember where on the hand bender it shows you how big a stub 90 is for that type of bender?
It's at the top of the shoe where it connects to the pull.
Right here?
Yeah.
So can you tell what size bender this is?
I can't read it.
6-inch take up.
So
That's
it's
the
3/4 EMT,
Yep.
1/2 inch
Very
rigid.
good. Very good. What's this?
U-bolt.
That's a tough one.
Sorry.
Okay. Let me see.
And the other one's a corn clamp. Is that right? A corn
Yeah.
clamp.
Yeah. It's for clamping up your cornhole.
That's right. Oh, damn.
Okay. Spirit fingers. Here it is. All right, so I got 2-inch EMT. And I got a straight run of pipe between two boxes. That's 87 feet long.
We need the clamp distances, right?
How many supports do I need?
Oh, I don't remember this. Hold on, let me look through my notes.
Do you have? Are we allowed to use? Do we have the chart or?
I have, yeah, you're going to have a PDF of the, let me look on Blackboard here.
Because it's not in Uglies, is it?
I don't know if it's in the Uglies book.
I thought it was.
Number of supports.
They have spacings for conductor support, so I'm just looking for.
I know it says every 5 feet between supports.
Page 70 in Uglies.
Oh, that was okay. Maybe not. I don't know. You said ENT.
So they got rigid and they got
Non-metallic.
PVC.
Stuff right there. Damn.
So we're using EMT. Okay, on Blackboard, under course content, Conduit, there's a folder called Conduit, and then there's a PDF, Conduit Quiz Reference Sheet. I guess I'll just show you, but you will be able to use this on the quiz. And I can leave it on Blackboard or I can put it on the Google Drive, whatever you guys want.
Blackboard's fine.
It's right here. I guess it's on a Word document, whatever.
Word.
So what are we doing? 2-inch EMT?
2-inch EMT.
Yeah, so it's got to be 3 feet.
So here's EMT. This is the first table you should look at. 3-inch EMT, 10 feet apart. It doesn't refer us to any other table. So that means no matter what size it is, it's 10 feet apart. So we go back to our.
It says 10 feet apart.
3, so 84, and then divide by 10, and that's 8, and what left over, remainder 4.
Carries a 2.
8, 9, 10. 10, you need 10 clamps.
You sure?
Pretty damn sure.
No, because that would have been fine if you accounted for the other box. So you need to subtract 6 from your number. So you start with 81, and then you figure from there.
You guys can do it however you want to. Okay? This is how I'm recommending that you do it. It's a long way. Where's the first one going to be?
3 feet.
And then?
10.
And
10.
then?
10.
And then? And then? And then? And then?
Okay.
And then?
73.
And then?
83.
And then?
Need one more for 3 feet because you're 4 feet away.
Right. So this is at 87 feet, right?
Yeah, you're 4 feet away. So you need
We're 4
one.
feet away, so we need to add 1 in here.
So that's 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
No, it's not 11.
It's 10. Yes, 10 is the right answer. But this is why I recommend you do this, because if you take 3 feet, then you're left with 84, and you divide it by 10.
Then you look at the remainder.
Left over with 4 feet.
Yeah. And if your remainders, then you add the extra.
However you want to do it. This is the way I recommend, because you will not make a mistake this way. You can also look at the remainder and see that it's more than 3 and add.
Can I interject there, Zach? It's just that your drawings are so good and so beautiful that I get intimidated by drawing, and because it'll never be as good as yours. So.
Wow. So that's what you came up with?
What?
Nothing. It was on mute the whole time. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so 10 is the answer for that. What if it said, what if it said, what if it said 1 inch IMC?
I know it's 3 feet from the box, but what does the table 344 30B2 mean? I don't know.
3 foot from the box?
Then
Yeah.
table.
Table 344.30B2. That's the code section table.
Oh, okay.
Oh, look right here.
Oh, that's it right there.
Table 344.30B2. This is actually pulled right out of the code book.
And you said it was what?
So 1
1
inch IMC,
12 feet.
12 feet.
Are we going with the original
Yep, go with 87.
87?
Whoops.
I'm gonna guess 9.
Eight of them?
That's gonna be 8. I just guessed 9.
It's 7, isn't it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. Yeah, because
But is this one within 3 feet of the box?
No.
it is the
Nope.
box.
So you put one like at 86 or something?
Well, I would go within 3 feet of this box, so I would make it at, let's see, 84.
Okay.
In real life, you're running this conduit. You put a stick of pipe here, and you make sure you got it supported 3 feet. And then the next piece is going to be, if this is 10 feet long, you don't need one until you get to 12 feet, right? So then you put one right here. And you're sitting there doing your slap and tickle thing all the way until you get to the other box. And you've got one here. Let me redraw that. Then you're approaching where your box is mounted, right? So here's your box. Here's the end of your pipe, right? You
Yeah.
put this stick of pipe in, and let's say you've put a support right here because you needed one within 12 feet. And then you look at it and you say, wait a minute, I need to add one because I'm not within 3 feet of the box. That's real life stuff. But understanding you need certain amount of supports for different kind of conduits is the whole point of the questions. So anyway.
Gotcha.
Did I ever show you guys how they come up with the multipliers for offsets?
I don't remember it.
The multiplier is just a relationship with a given degree bend, what the hypotenuse is versus the adjacent. No, the opposite. So if this is 30 and this is 6 inches, what's the hypotenuse?
Well,
12.
12.
So the multiplier is just the relationship of the hypotenuse to the opposite.
Okay.
So what is the multiplier of 45 in this case? Don't look at the multiplier. Don't guess it. If you know the multiplier, don't say it. So what's the hypotenuse here? Using trig.
I forgot my calculator today.
So 6 divided by the sine of 45.
My phone has it.
Uh,
6.46 or 49. 8.49.
8.49.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
Okay,
what
now
I
what's
got.
8.49 divided by 6?
1.4.
Do you know that, or are you guessing?
It's right.
It's
It is right.
8.49 divided by 6. It works out to 1.415, but it's easiest to round to 1.4.
Okay, what is the multiplier for 45?
1.4.
1.41.
Will that be 0.42? 12?
This is 1.42. The multiplier for 45 is 1.41. Now, do you see how they got that? Do you see how they put those numbers on the table?
Yeah. Kind of.
Let's do one more. I got a 4-inch obstruction. I'm doing an offset over, and this is 22.5. Find the hypotenuse. Four divided by sine of 22.5.
10.45.
10.45.
That's what I got.
Now take 10.45 divided by 4.
2.61.
2.61.
Yeah.
Okay, what is the multiplier for a 22.5 degree offset? Somebody have it in front of them? Okay, remember this number, 2.61. I'm going to show you something. See this cheat sheet that you're going to use? What is the multiplier for 22 degree offset?
Oh.
2.61. That's so it's all a multiplier is the relationship of a hypotenuse to the opposite given a certain angle, right? So that being said, if I told you that I bent an offset and this was 5 inches, And the distance between my marks was 13.05 inches. What's the angle that I bent it at?
Let's see. Is that 13.05 you said?
Yep. Don't even do the trig.
2.61, but I need to see that chart one more time.
It was the last one we did.
I forget.
22 and 0.5.
22 and a half. Right, so looking at that, and if I gave you the chart on the question, hint, hint, the chart will be on the question. If I gave you these numbers, would you be able to tell me that this was 22 and a half?
Yeah.
I mean, hell, you could do the math. You could do the trig and figure that out without even looking at the chart, but.
Yeah.
So would it be like 5 divided by 13?
Other way.
Be 13.05 divided by 5, and you get 2.61, and you'd say, oh, that's the multiplier for 22 and a half.
Right.
What if I told you this was 10 inches, and this distance was 5 inches? What angle did I bend it at?
30 degrees.
30 degrees, because this is twice that. All right. Just kind of getting your head wrapped around the multiplier trig stuff.
Okay.
All right.
Grandpa,
Not today.
just the lights on the other lab over there.
Somebody's been turning the lights on in these labs in the morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know why.
I thought he had a lab over there sometime.
He's probably doing lecture from home today, I would guess.
Oh,
I think Tuesday and Thursdays he's in there, I think, if I remember right. I don't know.
on the schedule, it said he scheduled that place on Monday.
Oh, okay. I wonder if he's doing lectures from home and then bring them in. I don't know. I haven't seen him yet. So,
Okay.
yep. You gonna say hi to my class? You gonna say hi to my class?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Oh, you're good. You're good. We get bored. We need visitors. Right, guys?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Bob. All right. If I on 3/4 inch EMT, bent a 90, and I told you that I bent it so that I could get 15 inches height. Where's this mark from here to the end of the pipe?
11 inch. No, I'm sorry. 10 inch.
3/4 inch EMT.
Oh, 3/4. 9.
9.
How'd you find that?
It's a
6 inch
6
take up.
take up.
6 inch take up. If this was ½ inch EMT, what would that distance be?
It'd have been 10.
10 inches. If it was 1 inch EMT, what distance would that be?
7.
7. Man, you guys are experts. I don't even know why I'm reviewing.
I thought 1 inch was 8.
It is. So the distance between
Oh, you're right.
15 minus 8 is 7.
My bad. Where'd the mark be? I'm just tripping.
All right. If I told you the gain for 3/4 inch EMT was 2.7 inches. Remember gain?
I don't remember game, to be honest.
Gain is cutting the corner on a 90.
Okay.
So if this was a 10-foot stick of pipe and I bent it, don't care where, don't care how tall, but I know that the gain was 2.7 inches. What's A plus B?
12.7
12.7 what?
inch.
Wait, it's 10 foot, so it'd be 10 feet, 2.7 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So I stand corrected.
Because gain adds 2, right? Yeah.
Everybody understand that?
Yeah.
The original pipe length was 10 feet when it was flat, but instead of going here and then straight up, we've cut the corner. The distance you gain is called gain. Right?
Right.
Right. Okay, 10-foot stick of pipe. I bent an offset, so it was 10 feet when it was flat. And doesn't matter what, let's say half-inch EMT. It was 10 foot when it was flat, and I bent a 30-degree offset over a baseball that was 6 inches tall.
That's a softball, man. Big ass baseball.
No, it's just a really big baseball. Doesn't matter what it is. You could put a watermelon in there. I'm just telling you, I've been at 6
Right.
inches tall, right? So could you tell me then what the distance from here?
Would it be 10 foot, 5.4 inches? Do you add each bend?
No.
Okay, so I was wrong. I don't know.
If it was 10 feet before I bent it, would it be longer then when it's bent?
Shorter.
What's that called?
Deduct or shrink.
Shrink.
Right.
Do you remember the formula for that?
No. No, I don't.
The offset or the shrink constant times the obstruction height times the number of offsets. So what's the shrink constant for 30?
.27 on the chart.
So it's on the same cheat sheet chart, right? So it's 0.27. Is that what you said?
Yep.
What's the obstruction height?
6 inches, right?
Oh, what was the shrink constant? How did you get that?
It's on that same chart that had the multipliers for the hypotenuse.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Shrink over here. You look at my
Oh, I
screen.
see it. I see it. I see it. I see it.
Shrink constant for a 30 is 0.27.
All right.
How many offsets are there?
2. There are 2 bins?
But
Right,
one
it's only
offset.
one offset.
One offset. Right. Okay.
So what do you end up with? 6 times 0.27.
1.62.
1.62.
Yeah.
So what is this distance?
8.38.
So would it be 1.62 inches that you'd subtract from 10
No,
feet?
fuck.
8.38.
No, it's
No, you're using 10
Minus 1.62 inches.
is 9 feet 10
Right.
inches 0.38.
Oh, I did something wrong too.
Because the pipe shrunk a little bit when you bent it twice, right?
Yeah.
Nothing?
All
Nothing?
right.
Thank you.
That's a great drawing right there.
Thanks.
I like the right angle nose. Almost
Thanks,
right angle
Jackson.
nose.
So when do you want to take the quiz?
Wednesday.
Do it right now.
So
Not right now.
So the thing is, if we take the quiz Wednesday at 9 a.m., then that eats into some lab time for the Wednesday people.
I really don't want to eat into my lab time. I'm not gonna lie, because I need all of that. I kind of need all my lab time.
Well, we can wait until next Monday, but then that's a week between the review and the quiz.
I don't know. There's no good answer that's gonna fit everybody's needs. I don't think.
I'm indifferent, so either way.
Are we doing it online Wednesday?
I was gonna say, what if it was like online Wednesday at like noon or something?
Yeah. I'd see even then at noon I can't do it.
Oh,
Nick's got to go to sleep. We can do, you can take the quiz.
It'd be ready at 8 a.m. Or if it was available at 8 a.m., I could do it online, no problem.
I mean, what kind of time frame are you restricting us to, Zach? Do you want us to do it within an hour, within 2 hours, or any time within that regular class time of 9 to noon?
An hour would be more than plenty to take the quiz. Oh, I just hate this online stuff.
so what if like we have restricted time on the quiz, obviously, but what if there's a window that we can take the quiz between like 8 and noon on Wednesday or something like that?
Yeah, that's fine.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
That makes
It'll
sense.
be
Yeah,
available Wednesday from 8 to noon. and you'll have 1 hour to take it.
Okay.
Let's do that. Screw it. I don't care.
Okay.
That's acceptable to me.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Let's take a little break and we'll talk about some troubleshooting stuff.
Okay.
All right.
Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So this is the MT5 trainer made by Amatrol. And your first couple troubleshooting labs are just going to be a little bit of a review of motor control. We're going to hook up this trainer with that ladder diagram. So that's a pretty simple stop-start with no holding contacts. And then lab 2, let's see, where'd you go? It's gonna look like this, forward and reverse. So this is the one I'm gonna walk through with you guys today. You're gonna have to start with the other one just to get your feet wet. We're not gonna wire number these because as you see, this is a really good troubleshooting tool. Because I can put faults in it very easily. But you'll see when I get done wiring it looks pretty messy, okay? So I'm not gonna make you wire number it, but I wanna walk through this with you so we're all on the same page. Can you guys annotate on my screen?
Never tried.
Anybody tried that yet?
Have not.
Ooh. Ooh. Do that again. Tyler. All right. Tyler made a smiley face.
I don't know how to do it.
Well, let's start with the power circuit. And I should have put a dotted line around this. But what I'm putting a dotted line around, what is that?
It's all in one housing.
Yeah, so what is this thing?
A fusible disconnect.
Yeah, that's the disconnect. Which is over here. Just to show you what's inside of this thing, because you might need this for troubleshooting later on.
Oh yeah.
Fuses in there. See that?
Yeah.
But what you'll do to wire it up is you have line 1, line 2, line 3, and a neutral. We actually don't have a neutral. We're going to use this as a ground. Not exactly kosher, but we're doing it anyway. So out of that disconnect, where do I need to start landing my wires?
Transformer.
Yeah, but let's go all the way through the power circuit first.
Okay. So the contacts for the forward and contacts for reverse, right? So that should be that should be a forward and reversing contactor set.
Correct. So where on the trainer do you see that?
That's bottom left-hand corner. With that, because I don't see any that are interlocked.
Yeah, can you annotate and show me where?
I'm horrible with. Let's see. How do you annotate? Can somebody help me with that?
I don't know. Tyler's doing
Ty, how do you do that? It's gone.
My bad, I was on mute. Just go to view options and annotate. It's right above exit full screen and below request remote control. There should be like a green box that said you're viewing exec screen right above, like center top screen.
Share screen? I don't know. What am I missing?
Or do you see like a green box that says you're viewing Zach's screen?
No.
Go to Zach's screen. Oh, okay. Well, hello.
No, I don't.
But
I don't.
go to speaker view or something, or like teacher view or something. I don't know, because it just popped up for me really.
Okay. So right here.
Yeah. What color am I using for the power circuit?
Black, right?
Black. So I need to go into the line side of the forward normally open contacts. And I've got 4 sets there though, right? So what this is saying, this is this. This is an IEC forward reverse motor starter. Actually, this is a forward reverse contactor part of the motor starter. This is the overload relay that we're going to use for this. Okay.
Okay.
So I got 4 normally opens. I got L1, L2, L3, and then I got this number 13.
Auxiliary contacts.
Yeah, so this is auxiliary normally open. So I want to take L1 and L2 and L3 into the line side. This is line, this is load, right?
Yep.
So what is the load side going to?
The motor.
The load, right? The motor.
Yeah.
So, does it matter then if I take another set from the disconnect to reverse side, but they're on the same potential, right? I could just bring a couple jumpers from right here, correct?
Correct.
To go over to the reverse side.
Yeah, except
So
for
somebody with annotate capabilities, could you please check these off on the print as I do them? 1, so that it's a good habit to get into, and 2, because it lets everybody see where we're at the same time. Okay? Somebody do that on the print. You want me to do the first one?
I can do it. You want me to, and it's like that you've wired it.
Yeah, do the rest of them. This is what I'm looking for. Okay. So I just landed those. Now I'm going to put these little jumpers in and go over to the reverse L1, L2, and L3. Does it matter where I put these?
No. Well, you want to keep track of them.
Actually, it does. We have to do the reversing for this piece of crap. So like on a NEMA forward reverse, it does the reversing for you.
Yeah.
We actually have to do the reversing for this. So how do we do that? Reverse the direction of a motor.
You got to switch 2 of the legs.
Switch 2 of the lead. So I'm going to do it the same way a NEMA motor starter would. I'm going to take 2 to 2. Then I'm going to take 1 to 3. And I'm going to take 3 to 1. Capiche?
Gotcha. You want to, like that?
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Now what do we need to do?
So the terminal side needs to go to the overload, right? Is
Right.
that you through the overload and then to the motor?
Right. So the load side of these, we need to take to the overload relay, which is going to protect the motor. And then line or load side?
Line side.
Line side. So this is the part where we need to keep straight where we've switched direction. Okay, so we've already done the switching. So over here, I'm going to take. Let's see if this will reach. Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm going to take 3 to 3. 2 to 2. And 1 to 1. Nope.
Ooh.
And then I can also jump her from here to here. Very good. So 3 to 3. We've already done the switching, so I'm keeping all the numbers the same. Does that make sense?
Yes.
2 to 2. And 1 to 1. Now what?
I will remain silent.
We've gone to the line side of the overloads. Oh, by the way, this is the connection for the motor. I guess I should tell you that. Probably can't even see that motor. On each one of these trainers, you're going to see see the motor.
Yeah. It's just weird seeing it like that.
All right, so the load side of the overload relay I need to take to the motor, right? Can you read these labels? These are the windings inside the motor. Or in other words, these are the wires that you would see sticking out of the pecker head.
Okay. What voltage are we working with?
208.
Okay. Okay, it's on there. I'm sorry.
I know that I need to take the load side to T1, T2, and T3, but from there, we need to hook up the windings for low voltage operation, which we'll do next. So I'm just going to go ahead and go load side of the overloads to T1, T2, and T3, and I'm going to do that because I don't even know if you can read these labels, can you?
Somewhat.
Okay, so can you mark those off?
I can. And just at the overload, right?
Well, they're going to the motor.
Okay, so here.
Right. Now this part is not on the print. But we've got on this motor, see if I can replicate this. Looks like this. So the volts for this motor, there's two options. You got 208 to 230
Okay.
or 460 or 480. So 208 or 480.
Okay.
So are we using low voltage operation or high voltage operation?
Low voltage.
Low voltage. So
So, all right.
this is what it looks like.
And then across the top. Okay.
So can you see these windings?
Yes.
Sort of.
I can't see the numbering on them, but yeah, they're straight through, and then the Y.
Let me put it up here so they're easier to see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this in blue so you can see it a little bit better, but I brought in L1, L2, and L3. So that's like these,
Right.
those connections. So
So now-
according to this, what do we need to do over here?
You just follow the schematic.
Right. So where's wire number 1 go, or T1?
7.
Right. 2,
8.
T3,
9er.
and what do I need to do up here?
Just cross the, or just, yeah, wire them together, all 3.
So is this Y low or delta low?
Why?
You know.
Because it's not all funky like a delta.
Yes, or 4, 5, and 6 are tied together. So think about it in a Y configuration, which you have these extra like that. But 4, 5, and 6 are right here,
On the outside.
and they all tie together just like this point.
Okay.
Right, paralleling them low to Y. Anyway, you don't even really need all that to hook this up. All you got to do is look at the motor nameplate, but I wanted to run through it, so I did.
Okay.
All right, let me get some short leads here. If you can't see what I'm doing, there's a bunch of leads on the back of these things, different colors. Different lengths. So 4 to 5, 5 to 6.
Nice. Bam, get it done.
1 to 7. 2 to 8. 3 to 9. Plug this bad boy in. And that completes the power circuit. Now what do we got to do? Really? You don't say.
Line 1 and line 2 for the step down transformer.
Where is the transformer?
Top
Yeah.
left corner.
There you go.
Right here. You see something on top of here? Right here?
Yep.
What is that?
Fuses.
Fuses. That's amazing because we need some. So I need to pull off of anywhere on the load side of the disconnect 2 phases. It's showing L2 and L3, so I'll just do it how the front's showing. I'm coming into L2 and L3 from the disconnect right here. So I'm going to grab I'm going to come right here. 2 and 3 and go up to, where am I going first?
Primary side. Input to the fuse.
Fuses.
Yep.
So 2, 3, to the fuses. See how this starts to get messy like I was telling you earlier?
Spaghetti.
All right. And then from the load side of the fuses, where am I going?
To the primary of the transformer.
Right. Before I do that, though, I'll show you this thing close. Oh, you son of a...
The disconnect in the way.
Yeah. Yeah, how good this Zoom is. Not good enough. Couldn't do it the hard way. Ow. See that drawing?
Yes.
Now, on the line and load side of, or basically the input and the output of the transformer, primary or secondary, what is our voltage coming into this thing?
208.
208. So which leads do I need? According to this picture. H1 and H2. Then, coming out of this thing, providing voltage to our control circuit, what voltage are we looking for?
X-ray 1, X-ray 2.
X1 and X2 would give us 95 volts.
X1, X3, I'm sorry.
Right. So the coils for our relays, the pilot lights, all that stuff is 120 volts, right? So we need X1 and X3 coming out.
Will it operate? Will they operate on 95? Just not
I don't
real
know.
well?
I don't know. No idea. H1 and H2. Let's say it did though. Would you still want to go on 95 volts? What would it do to your current?
It'll go up.
Current would go up because we're providing less voltage.
Voltage, right.
So H1 and H2 primary, X1 and X3 secondary. Now that you've seen that, I'm going to zoom out and show you what this whole deal looks like. So here's your fuses at the top. Fuse input, fuse output, so 2 in, 2 out. The output of the fuses are going to go to the primary side over here. And then which ones am I using? H1
1 and 2.
and H2 for 208 volts. Out of this thing for 120 volts, which one am I using?
1 and 3.
1 and 3. Make sense?
Yeah.
Good. So remember I took L2 and L3 for the fuse input. And where am I going from here?
H1 and H2.
H1 and H2. Reach. Somebody mark those off on the print for me. All right, so up to this point, what voltage were we working with?
208.
Now what are we working with?
115.
Yeah. 115, 120, whatever you want to call it. Oh, what color am I going to use from here on out? Control circuit.
Red.
Red. Red. Where am I coming out of the secondary in my transformer? Which X's?
1 and 3.
Where am I going with them? Let's just look at X1 right now, okay? Because X1 is going over to wire number 1. Right? Because these are all wire number 1s over here.
Right.
And then where's my wire number 2s?
Yeah, that's good.
On the grounded side.
So these are all 2s over here. And we'll do those last. All right, so where's my first wire number 1 going?
East
To a
top.
stop button.
Normally closed or normally open? There's an option here.
Normally closed.
Normally closed. Mark it off of the print, please. The other side of the stop, where am I going? This will be wire number 3.
Normally open forward button.
Mark it off. Yeah, get the load side of the stop too. Thank you. Now where?
You're going parallel to the forward contact to the seal-in circuit.
So where is that?
It's on. It's on the reversing contactors, right? Auxiliary contacts. Unless you want to run in a second relay.
Yeah. So the seal-in is going to be this last normally open contact. On this setup here, it actually shows you L1, L2, L3, and then 13 and 14. So this is normally open, this blue wire. But so I need a wire number 3 going to the forward normally open contact, which is here. I've got, this is my wire number 3. Does it matter where I bring this from?
No.
No, because they're all wire number 3s, right?
Yeah.
Now where?
Out of the contact to the other side of the forward button. But you could literally jump it to you could literally jump it right now from that side to the interlock relay for the reversing at the same time that you take it up to the other side of the forward button. So
I'm not messing with the interlocks right now. I want wire number 3s only. I
okay.
want to finish all my wire number 3s.
So the reverse.
So the other normally open push button, which is right here. And I need a wire number. What wire number do I need?
3.
3.
3. This is a 3. These are a 3. I'm going right here. I'm just going to take the shortest route possible, right?
Yep.
If I pulled it from here, would it still work the same?
Yes.
Yeah. Just don't want to waste the wire. So wire number 3 to the other normally open. Thank you. There's one more place I need a wire number 3.
The reverse contact normally open.
Right here. Closest wire number 3 to there is here. So I'm going to use this. Thank you. The my wire number 3s are done. You see how messy this is getting? Yes, no, maybe?
It's
Do you
yeah.
also see
Yeah.
then why it's so important to put these check marks on the print?
Yep.
God, it's going to get pretty confusing, isn't it?
I'm confused already.
Good. Well, guess what? You're going to have a nice YouTube video showing you exactly how to do this. I shouldn't even have to be here on Wednesday.
Somehow I think you won't be. I was
No, he'll just ask everyone to ask me questions like
Wait a
last
minute,
lab.
now that you mention that, this Friday, I think I cannot be here. I'm closing on a house. So who's my Friday people?
I am.
Nick,
And Virginia.
Nitch, Nietzsche,
Yeah. Virginia. And then
and Virginia,
is
and
Ben Used.
Ben Jost, but he's been sick. Can the 3 of you come in on Wednesday?
Sure.
Nick says no,
Can't.
because he showed me the top of his head.
I cannot, sir. But I assure you, whatever you need me to do, I can get it done.
I know you can't too. There's plenty of time to do these labs. Just
Let's call it a
why don't we make next week, a week from today, an open lab day? Because I will not be here on Friday.
Okay.
So what do you want us to do?
Huh? If you're a Wednesday person, come in Wednesday. If you're a Friday person, you're welcome to come in Wednesday, as always. But do not come in on Friday, because I won't be here. Come in Monday. So Monday we'll do no lecture. It'll just be labs for whoever wants to. And I'll
Okay.
give you Friday people, you guys will have first dibs on any of the conduit benders or these things or whatever you want to work on. You guys will have first choice since you're missing Friday.
Okay.
Cool. I'll put an announcement on Blackboard for that too, if I think about it.
You said next Monday?
Yeah, so a week from today
Isn't that the 7th?
is Labor Day. Do not come in Monday.
We don't have school on Monday?
No.
No, we don't.
Oh, God. Oh.
Man, that sucks.
Dude, I probably don't have work either.
We
Where are you watching this video from? Whoever that was, that was crazy.
What?
Me?
The moaning, I heard some moaning. I didn't like it.
Me stretching?
I don't think it's on here. I think it's coming from the room, the other room in your house.
No, it was definitely on here.
I'm gonna go see what's
My
going on
phone
there.
off.
What
I
are
didn't even hear
those
my
kids'
phone.
ears up to?
Mom needs some privacy, please.
Okay, what are we doing? We still got to figure that out.
Lab.
Friday
When-
people are gonna miss Friday. There is no class on Monday. You guys won't be in the lab until next Friday. Unless you come in this Wednesday or next Wednesday.
I can try and sneak in Wednesday.
Let's see what I can do.
Trust me, there's plenty of time to get these labs done.
Okay.
Just sucks. Bad timing. All right. Okay, so I need to start working on wire number 4, correct?
Correct.
So let's start with the load side of that forward push button. Right here. Where do you want me to go?
That'd be the normally closed reverse relay.
Yeah, and what's that thing called? On the reverse motor starter, there's a normally closed auxiliary contact. On the reverse side, it's down here. It says normally open contact, and it's actually labeled interlock. That's what that is an interlock. Okay. So what's the point of an interlock?
Keep the two from energizing at the same time.
Right. You don't want the forward and reverse coils energizing at the same time. It would cause
When
a
it
direct
does,
short between lines 1 and 3.
it is a spectacular thing to view, and when it does.
Probably. Okay, so I will hit that first then. Normally close to the other side of this push button. So this is wire number 4 that I'm working on.
Correct.
Mark that off the print.
I will, sir.
Now what?
You got to hit the other side of the normally open forward
On
contact.
forward. So that's right here.
Yes.
Normally open contact, auxiliary contact. So I need wire number 4 there.
Yep.
And that's short.
Little guy.
Little guy. And remember, I just landed one right here. So that's where I'm going to.
Correct.
Bloop. Mark that bad boy off. And let's keep going to on rung 2 there. So that the load side of the reverse interlock right here. Where do you want me to go?
To the other side of the reverse button. No, I'm sorry. You're still on that rung. To the green indicator light.
I can do that.
Or the forward coil.
So load side of the reverse interlock to the green lamp. And so this is wire number 5. Where else do I need a wire number 5? So check that off.
To
Also, I
the
need a wire number 5.
forward coil.
Forward coil, which is right here. And everything else to the right of those is the load side of the load. Those are all going to be 2s. We're going to do those last.
Okay.
All right, so let's go to the load side of the reverse push button, which is right here.
Yes.
Where do I want to go?
To the line side of the interlock.
Right, the forward interlock, which is right here. And the load side of that button. Okay. That'd be wire number
4.
6.
What? Yeah, 6, like I said.
Yeah, this is wire number 6.
So,
So where else do I need a wire number 6? Right there?
yes.
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 So that spot that you just checked, reverse normally open, is right here.
Let's see. Seal in for the
This
reverse.
is wire number 6. All right, on to wire number 7. The load side of the forward interlock, right here. Where am I going?
To the yellow indicator light.
Yellow lamp.
Yeah, why not?
Where else?
The reverse coil.
Reverse coil. Now we must do all of the 2s. What color should we make our 2s?
mean, technically they'd be red too, but if you want to distinguish them, you could make them. I mean, they still have potential, right? Because of the other side of the transformer.
Yes, but we're referencing that side to ground. What does
So
it mean?
white,
White for neutral.
neutral, grounded conductor. I have a question, Zach.
So,
Why is because it's 120? Okay, I get it now. But my thought was, why isn't there an XO terminal on that transformer?
I don't know, because you're not really providing it a neutral, I guess. We're creating one. I don't know. I guess the answer is I don't know.
Okay, all right. Fair enough.
okay. I know I need a neutral here. Forward coil. I know I need a neutral here. Reverse coil. Where else do I need them? Both of the lamps.
Both the lamps.
Oops.
Does that go through the overload contacts?
Yes. So here's the thing. The lamps on here should not go through the overload. So what I'm saying is the lamps neutrals should go like this.
Okay.
Right? The overloads, we only want to kill the coils. Why? For troubleshooting purposes, why would we want to do that? Any ideas?
And so you could still see if the control is still trying to bring the motor on and forward or reverse.
Very good. So if my forward coil is bad or not pulling in, but my green light is on, I know I've got voltage to the coil. It's probably a bad coil, right?
Right. So you just want to manually force that contactor just to make sure.
Right.
Sorry.
Okay, so I've got all four of those. The lamps I want to take straight back to neutral, which we're creating at this X3. In a minute, we're going to tie it to ground.
Okay.
We're going to reference it to ground. Okay.
Reference.
These two neutrals we want to take to the overload normally closed, right?
Right.
Want this thing, if it senses too much heat in the motor, to open that up, killing the coils. Right?
Right.
We want this thing to be in series with these two coils. So I'm taking both of these neutrals over to here first, and then out of that normally closed contact back up to our neutral.
Line 2. Roger.
Basically, current going through either of these two coils has to get through this first before it gets its return path to the transformer. All right. Now the neutrals are done. I need to reference it to ground. So this neutral, can you mark that on the print where that reference is, Nick? So everybody can see it. It's right underneath X2 on the transformer.
Right here?
Yeah, that's a ground symbol. Everybody know what a ground symbol looks like? This is ground.
Right.
So I'm going to take a green. Remember the neutral on the disconnect that I told you guys about earlier?
Yes.
We left it open. That's where I'm taking it.
Okay.
So I'm referencing this neutral to ground. Last thing we need to do is ground all of these things. See, there's a spot for a ground on all of these.
Yes.
So anywhere on these, we're going to bond all these grounds because this stuff is metallic, right? So if that were to ever get energized, we would want it to blow a fuse in the disconnect. Correct?
Correct.
So that's the last thing we need to do. And this does not have freaking jumper. Why? This is garbage.
Hey Zach, I gotta go. This is gonna be on Blackboard later, so I can rewatch it.
YouTube, yeah. It'll be on the
Okay.
Google Drive. The link will be on the Google Drive.
All right, thank you.
Sure. All right, so reference neutral to ground, and then we need to ground all this crap. Anywhere I got any voltage going onto this thing, I need to bond it.
Okay.
See how messy it is?
Now, if that's on a DIN rail, is that automatically grounded?
What?
If there are, most of those are IEC components, right? So, and inside of a motor center or in control center, they're all on DIN rails. So those are all grounded, right?
The DIN rail itself should be, yeah.
Yeah.
These are all plastic housings.
So it shouldn't. Yeah. Okay. So it's
Right. This is more for like just this trainer. Everything it's bolted to is metallic, right? So
yeah.
that's the purpose of it.
Oh, okay. So
And if nothing else, we need to ground the housing of the motor, right?
yes. Nobody needs that surprise.
We're ready to fire this bad boy up.
Let's do it.
I gotta go get 208. Be right back.
It's in the closet next to the 480.
Show you what I'm doing here. 208. Twist lock.
Fire in the hole. Bam.
And then I'm gonna twist it to lock it.
No.
It's coming on. Pushing the button. Forward. My green light's on.
Nice.
Motor spinning in the forward direction. Stop. Reverse. Yellow light's on. Motor spinning in the forward direction. Yay!
Yay.
So that is actually lab 2. Lab 1 is more simple than that. Lab 2 is this. And lab 3 is the same thing, but with limit switches in here.
Okay.
10-4.
Roger that.
Once you have those 3 labs done, then I'll start putting faults in and we can start troubleshooting.
So like 2 labs and we're done, huh?
3 labs and you're ready to go. All of the labs, all the troubleshooting labs are going to be done with the lab 3 setup.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
How many faults are we going to have to correct? Have you decided?
Yeah, I have a spreadsheet. I think it's on Blackboard, actually, maybe.
Is it? Very good. Besides the conduit bending, Zach, and the troubleshooting and those boards, is there any other labs besides those two different types?
Conduit bending, this one I have behind me, and then there's also wash tank.
Ooh, that sounds intriguing.
And if you blow through all of that stuff, I have even more.
Oh, okay. I'll pace myself then.
You'll be fine. There's plenty of time.
Oh no, I know there is. I think my NEC book's here.
Good. Okay, maybe I don't have this.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
They didn't even bark. What useless little dogs.
Good grief. Come on.
You gotta like.
So this is the spreadsheet that I use to mark things off when you're done, okay? So your name will be here. And then lab 1, start, stop. Lab 2, forward, reverse. Lab 3, GD stands for garage door. So it's the same thing, but with limit switches.
Okay.
And then we start putting in faults, okay? So
Okay.
you have those 3, and then another 10 where you're practicing faults. And then the last 3 will be tests that I give you. So how I do this is you get a point for every fault that you do, right?
Okay.
For however long it takes you. You might get it done in 10 seconds. You might really struggle with one and it takes you all day, which it won't. And I'm there to help you, but I'm not going to give you the answers, right? I'll guide you. So then you basically practice for 10 faults, and then the last 3 are tests. All of the first 10 faults are worth 1 point. The tests are worth 2 points. So you get a point for doing it and another point if you get it right on the first try.
Okay.
Okay. So that's how those labs work.
Do we have to finish conduit bending before we start these?
Nope.
Okay. So potentially I could come in and, on Wednesdays, and if I have the chance, there'll be enough open to do one or the other.
Should be, yeah.
Okay.
So there are, I think, 3 or 4 setups like the one behind me. And then you've got 4 conduit benders between 1/2 inch and 3/4. So there's only 4 students per lab per day. So yeah, there's plenty to do.
Okay.
10-4?
All right. Sure. I appreciate it.
All right. So if you're coming in Wednesday, I will see you then.
I'll try.
If not, just remember that Wednesday morning between 8 and noon is when you need to take that quiz. It will not be available any other time. Okay?
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right, y'all.
Have a great day.
You too.
All right. Bye.